just wanted to have this because I'm inviting to our awareness to step into the seeing and perceiving ourselves as luminous beings, uh, conceptually, shamanistically, neurobiologically, and through the intent, in the act of intending, we can rally that luminosity. Now, why this in this moment? Because we want to cast light in the middle of this shadow, because the force of socialization right now is pushing all of us to go into the shadow. But there is the evolutionary view, which is an opportunity of enormous expansiveness. I would say that our chances as human beings in this planet, from the coronavirus event to now, have actually increased due to this. So I want to shine my light. I want to cast light. So people around me, I can bring some ease, some reassurance. Just by me vibrating in that frequency, those around me will be positively influenced. And the beauty is that it doesn't depend on physical space. That's why I said at the beginning, social distancing only is asking us at the physical level, but it doesn't ask us of it at the emotional or energetic level. So let's cast our light. And so it starts with going inside of us. What is my particular vibration inside, and how can I modulate it? Can I fine tune my own instrument to find the right sound, the right vibration rate, so that then I can come back into the light, step into the light. This is to see ourselves, vitality, our vital signs. How is my heart rate? How is my blood pressure? How am I inhaling and breathing? What kind of temperature I have? This is my vital environment. And we can actually have a relationship with this vital signs. So I can have a relationship. So when I had you exercise the intercostals, I'm affecting my respiration and my oxygen saturation that way. When now we do in a moment the calibration of our vibratory speed, I'm going to affect my blood pressure and my heart rate vital signs. So I can come into relationship with my vital activity and modify it. So a framework for the exercise, a shamanistic framework, is something called, I'm going to come back to this in a second, flower world. Flower world. It's a perspective that was shared by all the Mesoamericans, which is kind of like now we're growing into understanding the tradition of the Don Juan, even though it was more centered into the areas of the central and north Mexico and south of the United States, it belongs to a larger milieu, which goes from Chaco Canyon in the south of the United States all the way to Honduras. So it includes all the Toltecs, the Hopis, the Teotihuacanos, the Maya, and so forth. It's one thing. And so all of them share the flower world concept, which is the path of the sun, the idea of the sun traveling a path, and we are in that journey. So there's what we can see of the sun's trajectory from sunrise to sunset, and then when the sun hides, enters into flower world. Is in the ecliptic of the sun, which considers the entire circuitry of the sun. There's the visible sun, and then there's the invisible sun in the nighttime until it rises the next morning. Where does the sun go after night. It goes into flower world. And it's what is the other side that we don't see. It's the sun in the unseen. So right now, we are in a moment like this, the darkness of society. The world is in a dark, it went into the darkness of the soul with the virus. But the sun is still there. What can we see in the unseen? How can we reveal, let it be revealed what is not obvious to the eyes? The obvious to the eyes is all what the media and all the society is telling us to this is I'm in danger, is fear, contraction, separation, isolation, uncertainty, etc. So can we go into and bring the light into the darkness and look at the shadow side, the new awareness? So from that perspective, the images that we generate are going to dictate our immune response. The image, here's the psychoneuroimmunology, PNI. An image, message containing peptides for the image, central nervous system distribution of that information, of that message, bloodstream, so the peptides enter the bloodstream, distribution through the entire system. Particular impact are the immune cells, the macrophages and the lymphocytes in the immune system fill the receptors for those peptides, for those images, and then cellular response, immune response to the images. So what are the corona world current image associations that we are having and society is throwing at us 24/7 right now? Those images, imagine they're having an impact in the function of the immune cells. But what I most
Miles, you lost the sound.
Miles, we can't hear you anymore.
He's fixing it. Just a second, please. Thank you.
Charging.
All right, how's that? Am I back? Am I back?
Yes.
Okay, yeah, I had to change the batteries. So, images, corona world images, not that great. But what we want is to boost the immune cells. So we need to reverse the images to upregulate our immune response. So the flower world can be a medium for us to enter into a different imagery, Here we got a flower world. This is happening while the darkness is in the seen. While the seen world shows the darkness, in flower world, the sun is traveling. And we get to see what is that I cannot see, but is there. So with this feeling, I want us to, for this little while that we have in our class, and we can go a little extra because we started a little extra. So we're gonna go inside and we're going to enter into flower world. And in flower world, let's, as we are fine-tuning the guitar strings, let's recalibrate our vibratory field so that we can then emit more luminosity. How's that? Get comfy. You can lay down if you want on a mat. You can lean back in a chair. You can be sitting up straight in a chair. Get a coat or a blanket. It could be a pillow if you're laying down. I want you to position yourself as comfortable as you can possibly be, and warm and cozy. darkness in the outside world, because we are going to enter into flower world. So bringing the night and the comfort in the physical and the seen. And as you are getting comfortable, then you close your eyes. I'll give you a moment for everybody. First line of duty is, am I comfortable enough? Is anything I can do further for my comfort right now? So before we fully close our eyes, open them one more time. I want you to have the image of this corridor of flowers. Just gaze at that. Soften your eyes and imagine that out in the world is darkness. Literally and metaphorically and emotionally. And the sun has set, and you're traveling. You're still traveling with the sun. You're still following the sun's path, but this is the ecliptic of the sun, the underside of the path, and entering into this image. So gaze at the image, at the corridor with the light is at the end of it. This is the path of the sun, and it's journeying through flower world right now. Once you can retain the image, and I will leave it there for another little bit. Once you retain the image, then you bring it in and you close your eyes and you bring it inwards. And once you have it and you have it inwards, at that point, the image may evolve, and that's fine. This one is it's a door, an entry point. Here we are. In flower world. So in flower world, where we are, it's in this particular case, it's your own personal path of heart, your own personal path of the sun, your own sun journey. You are the sun, and you are journeying